Alrighty, let's see what's going on this Tuesday morning. What do we got here? We got a 56 Chevy 4-door hardtop that, believe it or not, this is a friend of mine's. We're doing some door repair right here. As you can see, it needs a little door repair. We're going to do a paint and a blend on this thing. This car was called Candy Apple. And this car was actually shown at a couple local car shows with Court's car. Court Elliott's car was shown with this car. When we head into the office, I'll show you a picture. So it's a 56 Chevy 4-door hardtop, lowered down, tube grills, shaved handles, shaved hood and deck lid, built-in trophy cases in the trunk. It had custom upholstery, and it was painted Candy Apple. It's not Candy Apple anymore. It's close to it, but it's a beautiful color. It's a tri-coat, if you know what that means. Anyway, you'd have to look that up. I can't explain it, but I can, but I'm not going to take the time to. So that's what we're going to do. Do a little repair there. And then Sean's been working on this Dodge, his 42 Dodge front nose. He's getting her worked out there. Of course, my Model A coupe's under the plastic. Now we got the VW fenders are off. Sean's going to block these out, get them ready for paint. He's got the deck lid. I started taking stuff off it yesterday. The owner was out on Sunday. We went through a few things. We tried to get a few things better. He brought me the latch out for the hood and stuff like that. I had to do a small little repair down here. But he brought me the latch out for the hood because you need to latch these things to see how they're going to fit. And it's fitting pretty good. You can see it's got a decent body line. It's a teeny bit tight here to me. You can just see it in there. Then it opens up. But this car has been cut, butchered, altered. That's why we call her the little mini Frankenstein. And I didn't do any of the welding and fitting. So, you know, when it comes to that, you know, usually when you're doing the welding, you're fitting everything together as you go along. And whether they did or didn't, I don't know. But you can see what I'm talking there, and then the line here continues. It's the same here, but see, it's a little more open right there, and then it's all the same here as the other side. And of course, it's got a beautiful line across the back. It sits nice and level, then it slowly, you know, so there's not much adjustment on these cars. They don't have much. And, you know, unless you want to start getting in there and altering a bunch of stuff, it's really not worth it. For the teeny bit that it's out, that's somebody that's going to be like, looking like that, and then going over to this side and being like, looking like that, you know, them fussy little, you know, those Trailer Queen kind of guys, you know what I'm saying? And well, anyway, we don't talk about those guys much around this shop. So, and there's the lid. I got it off. Been working on that today, so I got everything I needed done on that today. I got some e-brake cables here I got to throw in this frame, then I can put the axles in, and this frame is completely done. The cab for the truck is right here. No, there's been no body work yet, but all the welding is done. And Sean got hers, he had to resand it. You always resand things when they come home from the blaster because people have had their greasy handprints on it and stuff like that. A lot of times I don't show you guys every single thing. Like some people say to me, well, don't use epoxy primer. And well, yeah, we do. I'm sorry, guys. I can't film every single last thing I'm trying to show you. It's just like before we paint a car, we seam seal the edges. We spray inside the doors. We do all that stuff. But anyway, this is in epoxy primer. Now Sean can begin his body work. The metal work is all done. Mike did an awesome job. I'm going to be going over there today. I'll show you later on today maybe. I'm going to take you in the shop right now and show you this picture of Court's car though. I'm going to be working on the Mustang here later today. Mustang, the truck frame, that's what I'm going to be on. Sean's on the VW. Mike is on the the 72 here, the Buick. He's going to start cutting out all the rust you see around the windshield. He's got the quarter all, there it is, all ground down. All the welds ground down, cleaned up. Then of course he went underneath, cleaned up all the welds on the wheel tubs. Mike likes to clean all the welds up in the end, you know, so he cleaned all that up. And you know, there was a lot there. That was probably a good half a day or more cleaning all that shit up. So now he's going to start around the windshield. And then we'll get a couple doors blasted, see what he's got for rust repair there, while we wait on parts from the owner for the trunk floor. Okay, so we'll check out. So I'm going to show you this picture. This is it. And there's Court himself. There's Court's car, and there's the 56 Chevy. Oh, it's got a louvered hood, I forgot to mention. There's the 56 Chevy. Had lake pipes. Wide whites, baby moons. That's that car that you see sitting in my back shop right now. And there's Court. And there's the boys right there. And they all got a bunch of trophies around their car. Isn't that cool? That is so cool. So we're hopefully going to have this car at the history reunion in Mission, BC. So that being said, I'm going to get my ass to work, and we'll come back to you guys in a bit. Okay, here we go. So Mike is working away on this windshield. Now, someone you can see up top there, if you take a look, somebody had already welded in some pieces there. He had paid someone to weld in. He had somebody already start on the car. It's okay. But if you remember here earlier in the video, it was all rotten. Look where Mike did it. Like, you can't even tell. That's how it should look. So now Mike is working on the lower half here. You can see it's all rotten there. He's cutting it out there. I believe he's got it all grinding away here. So there you go. So he's working on that right now. And Sean is over working on Volkswagen parts and masking up the 56 Chevy for paint. And see what's going on. Okay. So I got all the e-brakes figured out today on the back of this truck. Got the drums and the one axle in. I couldn't get the other axle in, not that there's anything wrong with it. It's just right where it's positioned against the wall. So luckily I just put the wheel on or roller back like around 2 inches and I'll get the axle in. And then we got a rolling frame, we're done. We're done. There we go. So what you do is you obviously repaint the whole bottom of the door, and then you blend onto the rear door, and you blend onto the fender, and then you clear coat it all, and you blend it in. When people get a door like this, they think, oh, you just sand the door and repaint the door. You can't. It has to blend, because if you just repaint the door, it'll stand out like a sore thumb. It was repainted. You have to blend it in, so it's not just a quick, easy process, like everybody thinks it is. So we left this at the moment. We don't know. We're having a feeling that we're going to sand this too, much like you see here, and then re-clear it. Because to re-clear it here, there might be too much of a line, so we might just sand it there and re-clear this whole fender. So working on that. Working on Volkswagen parts. Working on everything. So we'll get back to you here in a bit when we start some paint work. How's that sound? Alright, let's take a look at the old 56 with some paint on her here. Go. Look at that. Oh, the light's shining the wrong way here. Get the light off it. There she is, all painted up. Blend is done. We'll get a little video of this when we get her outside. We got to unmask her now. There you go. Look at this. What is this shiny looking, nice looking, beautiful thing here? That's the transmission from a Model A. Woo! Okay, so let me get this sucker unmasked. And like I say, we repainted the door, then you blend onto the fender and the rear door, then you clear it. And then away you go. So actually, this part of the fender here you see has not been repainted. Like, the only thing painted is the door. So you can see how it all just blends together. Of course, it's a little lighter looking there because, you know, the sun at the moment is beaming on it. But then it goes right out, so, yeah. Okay, so here she is outside. Candy apple. Louvered hood. See that? Blanked out. Tube grill. Like I say, this car was back in the day. Look at the old decal on there. 1863. So, the sun's reflecting a weird way here today, but there's the door all painted up. It's kind of got some shadows. I got my truck in the way here, but she's all done. She's all done. So there we go. Has the Lee lenses in it. These wheels, they didn't run today. They had a steel wheel with a Baby Moon hubcap. So obviously things have changed. They've put disc brakes on it, power steering. But other than that, it's pretty much the same. Look at that old decal. Isn't that cool? Padded dash, door poppers, all the goodies. Okay guys, well, I gotta get back to work here. But you remember, it's always a good time, an old time. We will not be seeing you this Sunday fun day because I think we're going to take it off. And plus, not only that, Terry's frame is down, getting blasted right now anyway. So all I really got to do is clean up this front suspension and get that apart. So there you are. See you later.